Hello, everybody. So, we are going to be reading chapter 4 in Awakened Evil. I'm really excited because this is going to be from Keegan's point of view, and I had a lot of fun working on his character. So last time I read, Madison and Richie were at Olivia's mom's house, and they needed to see where Horace and Neve went. And they were driving down the road, and Madison saw tire marks. So she got out of the car. She got out of the car, and hey, that's my milk. So they got out of the car, and they saw a car down in the ditch, and it was Horace and Neve. So now they are in the hospital, and this is where we are going to leave off at. Without the cats bothering me. Okay. So this is chapter 4. Okay. Keegan sat in the middle of the floor as if to see what would happen next, or if he should find a way out. On the other side of the room, Terrence kept his distance from the black mist, captivating the large space. Keegan saw Terrence curled up with both knees to his chest, arms wrapped tightly around them, like a fan in the crowd afraid to lose the game. How are we going to get out of here, Keegan? I don't know. Just let me think for a minute. Terrence chuckled. Last time I let you think for a minute, we were almost caught by that demon thing. That was your fault, by the way, not mine. Terrence always blamed Keegan for everything because he was the one that got them into trouble all the time. He was the troublemaker and the leader. Whatever he did, the guys did. No matter what the situation was, they still fought. They were both dead now, and they were still back talking and blaming each other. You know it was your fault. You just had to light that candle. Yeah, I know, Tara. You don't have to keep reminding me. I made a mistake, okay? Teenagers do. The door to the room opened and the black mist disappeared, like a magic spell losing its feel. Terrence screamed, scooting back to the wall, while hunching his body. Stay away from me. I mean it. He crawled across the room like a spider and hid behind Keegan. Peter stood there staring at them. Let's go. He pointed his black claw to the stairs that lead down to where evil waited and lingered. Downstairs, now. Peter walked over and grabbed Keegan by the back of the neck, then pushed him forward. You don't have to be so rough, Keegan grumbled. Terrence ran down the large staircase towards the front door. Joseph stopped in front of him and gripped his throat. He kept a hold of Terrence's neck as they walked into another room, where Inga and a guy stood. Keegan took a good look at him and then realized who it was. Wait a minute, that's Tyler. How did he get here? He nodded. He noticed a mark on the right side of his chest. He had seen that from somewhere. After thinking about it, he realized Peter and Joseph had it too. What did it mean, and why does Tyler have it too? Keegan looked around the room and saw a star with a circle around it. It had blood stains around the candles. "Welcome, boys," Inga said. "Keegan," she sneered, "does this room seem familiar to you?" She asked, and then turned around. She smiled and wrinkled her nose. You two can come in good use, my children." Keegan glared at her. "We are not your children." Inga scoffed and rushed towards him, then grabbed his throat. Terrence screamed, and just when he stood, Peter grabbed his shoulder and pushed him back down to his knees. "Please don't hurt us, please." "Hush, Terrence," Peter said in a deep tone. He wrinkled his nose and showed his blood-stained pointy teeth. "Please," he begged. Peter grabbed Terrence by the jaw and tipped his head back, then snarled at him. "The master said to be quiet." He shoved his head down and stepped back. Inga let go of Keegan's throat and looked at them both. "You two will find Olivia, because she is here, in this realm." She turned around and walked towards Tyler. She stopped and stared at him, lifting a hand to his chin. While Inga stared at his face, she tipped his head back. "Tyler." He opened his eyes. They were solid black. There was no expression on his face. He didn't speak or move. Inga ran a single finger along his jawline and then turned back towards Keegan and Terrence. "If you do not succeed in your mission, I will have Madison," she smiled and looked over at Keegan, then Terrence. "And your brother Richie and that little precious baby sister of yours killed also." Terrence shot up to his feet. "No, please, not Johanna. We'll do it. Please don't hurt our families. Please." Keegan looked over at Terrence with wide eyes. "Terrence, shut up." "No, you shut up. I'll do it." Peter forced him back down to his knees. He tipped his head down. "Please, please, please." "Please what, child? What are you pleased for?" Joseph pulled Keegan up by the arms. "Go find Olivia and bring her to me," Inga ordered. A door opened as Terrence and Keegan turned around. "I'll be waiting for you boys, and don't disappoint me." Peter walked them out of the cabin with a push. They walked down the steps and stopped. "We have to find Olivia, Keegan. You heard what Inga said. If we don't find them, she will kill our families. I don't want that." Peter appeared behind Keegan, forcing him to the ground. Terrence screamed. "Move it!" Peter pushed Terrence forward next to Keegan. "Peter," Inga called from inside. Keegan got up and helped Terrence to his feet. Peter walked back into the cabin. Once they couldn't see the cabin anymore, they walked down a path entering the woods. It looked like the one Olivia walked before meeting Inga. Keegan investigated the environment around him. Tall, dead trees with no fresh green leaves. Twigs and dead leaves were scattered everywhere. For a moment, Keegan looked down at his blood-stained shoes, reminding him of his mistake. The sky had a gray touch to it. The sun hid behind the thin clouds. Keegan kept walking as Terrence followed until Inga's cabin couldn't be seen anymore. So, I did have a lot of fun working on this chapter. I knew when Keegan and Terrence had got caught by Inga, I didn't want to just leave them upstairs in her house. And of course, Olivia and Gina did not know that they were stuck up in the attic, and So they had time traveled back to 1692, and then they left the cabin, and then Keegan and Terrence, Olivia and Gina left the house, and Keegan and Terrence were up in the attic, and so they left the house, and Inga like shows up and tells them like, you have to go get the go stop Olivia and Gina. So now they're on a mission. Inga's on a mission, and Olivia and Gina are on a mission. So it's like, wow, there's a lot of missions like going on here. And then let me look. So the next chapter that we have, and last week, or the last time when I read chapter 3, I was supposed to read chapter 4 because it says on my planner, which that's fine, I don't care. But chapter 5 is like almost 9 pages long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 pages. Well, 7. So yeah, that chapter was interesting to write, and I knew I was gonna have to keep Tyler like there because Inga has control of him right now. So that part was fun to do, and I'm really excited to read next week. Yeah. So yeah, so Keegan's journey in this book is going to be, just reading it is going to be a lot of fun. Just as much as I wrote it. So I'm really, really excited to continue to read this book. And my lips look really shiny because I just put this on because my lips are chapped like really bad right now. And if I smile, it doesn't hurt as bad. I put Carmex Comfort Care on it, lip balm, with oatmeal or something. I don't know. But my lips are hurting like so bad. So anyways, I recently did a school visit at the Knoxville High School, and that was like a lot of fun. It was interesting to talk to all the students about writing and how I got published. And I talked about talked development too. And I did a book giveaway. So I had the students that came to my class to listen to me talk about it. They wrote all their names down. And there was Blake, Jessica, and Erica that were the winners. So I called the high school and told them these are the winners. And I was going to have the kids come to the flower shop and pick them up. But then I was like, I'll just take them to the high school just to make it like more easier. So, but that was fun to do, and I hope I get to do that again. So, but anyways, thank you so much for joining me. And next time, let me see. I think the next time I'll be reading is January 12th, I think. Yeah. Probably 4 o'clock or 4:30. I don't know. 5. I have church. Hopefully, if it's not that cold, then I'll walk to church. But anyways, thank you all so much. Oreo. Damn it. Oreo. Hi. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope you guys stay warm, and I hope you had a good week, and I hope you have a good weekend. So thank you so much. God bless.